Today we have the annual Alpe du Zwift team ride. 2 years ago, when my coach Natasha started this team, we started an annual Alpe du Zwift ride on New Year's or New Year's Eve. 2 years ago, Nick Bear was also on it, and I did beat him. I congratulated him, and he was one of the person I looked up to a lot at the time. Fast forward to last year when we did it again. My power did drop, my Zwift crashed. I was completely left out of the race around halfway point, and this year we're back at it again. For those of you not familiar with Zwift, Zwift is an online training platform where you can cycle and run in a virtual world. You can also compete, which we are doing right now. We are climbing up the mountain Alpe du Zwift, and this mountain simulates climbing up the Alpe d'Huez in France, which they did have at stage 12 of this year's 2022 Tour de France. The first 8 minutes was pretty easy. We wanted to keep it easy until the base of the climb. Then the race started. Kyle Lisco on the team was pushing massive watts, and I was pretty surprised. I wanted to catch up to him. Also in the race is Scott McGowan. He's my fellow Rubik's Cube triathlete who did beat me in my first triathlon. Within 5 minutes of the climb, Scott actually caught up to me and we began to push each other a lot. I did end up averaging 329 watts for 10 minutes. This is my third all-time power output. So we were really going at it and pushing each other. I ended up getting cracked and Nancy Miller, Alex Sharp, and Noah Serault went past me. It was just a pretty steady effort for me all the way to the top. I averaged 286 watts for a time of 46 minutes and 56 seconds. My best time is 44 minutes and 8 seconds set in February of 2022. And the first time I did this climb 2 years ago, my time was just above 1 hour. So massive improvement there. Overall, I'm pretty happy with my fitness gains at the moment. I'm currently gaining fitness and I still have a lot to improve on and a lot of weight to lose. Whew, that was a tough race. Congrats to Scott and everyone who did the climb. Great way to end the 2022 season. And Scott has a couple words for me.
Hey Simon, so I know that you've gotten a lot better over the last 2 years. Haven't been in triathlon very long. You've had a pretty meteoric rise, officially professional now, but I'm not gonna lie. It felt really, really good to put you in your place and remind you that even though you're brand new, I'm also brand new. And it was just really nice to get to cheer you in at the end of that time trial from the top of the mountain already. So better luck next time, buddy.
Now on to the topic of today's video, getting better on the bike. Back in my swim days, starting at 13, 14 years old, we would start hitting more than 30,000 yards of swimming per week. And then we would build that. In college, we would do 40, 50, 60,000 yards a week, maybe 70,000 for our winter training camp. So we would be swimming huge volume. If you stay consistent, let's say we swim for 49 weeks out of the 52 weeks in a year, you swim that 1, 2, 3, 10 years, that's a lot of volume for the swimming. And with those swimming events in the pool, it would be 50 meter, 100, 200, maybe 400, and then the distance swimmer would swim a mile. We're swimming all these yards to get 2-4 minutes in the race. Let's say you're a mid-distance swimmer swimming a 400 meters. You do 50,000 meter a week and you're training for a 400 meter. That race, 400 meter, if you do 50,000 divided by 4, that's 125. You're swimming 125 times that distance of 400 meter in a week. If you translate that to the bike, 125 times 56 miles on the bike for a 7.3 half Ironman, you get 7,000 miles of biking a week. Obviously, this is not possible. You would have to ride 1,000 miles a day for 7 days a week and do that like for 50 weeks in a year. You'll pretty much die, I think. Now this correlation doesn't matter, but what does matter is what I'm seeing on Strava from all these pro cyclists is all these pro cyclists is somehow in Spain right now biking in the Alps, and it's kind of making me jealous. They have their team training camp there. They're biking 4 to 6 hours a day, and it's pretty impressive. So they're putting in the volume right now. So this is my focus for this off season, is the bike, because the run, you can't really run too much or you get injured like I did last year, and I'm kind of tired of being injured from running, but I can bike a lot, have a proper bike fit. You should be good to go. And I have to be patient. These pro cyclists have been putting in these 4 or 5 hours ride every day, weekend and day, and they've been riding for what, 15, 20 years. And I've been riding for 2 years. So I just gotta take it one day at a time and don't really put too much pressure on myself. For my goal for this year, this 2023 season, is to be in that front pack, hopefully take out the swim, lead it out, and have a good bike so I could set myself for a good run and win some Ironman brand 70.3 races. This week, I've been riding 100% indoors because I have my Cervelo P5 I'm selling, which is not official yet. It is still mine, but I do want to be respectful and not ride it anymore outdoors. So I've been riding on my Stages SB20 indoor bike. But I have this mountain bike. This is the mountain bike I got from Facebook Marketplace for $150. It works, it shifts. It has a 175mm crank. So I just put my power pedal, my Stages, L200 bike computer, and I'm good to go. This is all you need for training. Just smashing some watts. This is what I'll be riding before I get my diamond bike. I didn't know why I didn't think of this earlier. It is 76 degrees, December 31st, here in Austin, Texas. Perfect weather for riding, and this is the first time outside for cycling. And I know when I bike more, it kind of translates to the run, so I don't have to really run too much, and I can just focus on the biking and just smashing watts. For the swim part, I'll just do some speed work here and then, but just kind of maintain my fitness and do a lot of aerobic stuff. At the end of the day, we're a triathlete. We have the swim, bike, and run, and we don't want to overdo one specific sport. Therefore, for me, I'm going to try to bike the first thing of the day, and sometimes I may run first or swim first, but mainly bike first because I can get that fresh leg, I can push some power on the bike and not be fatigued, and then I can focus on, let's say, the swimming at the very end of the day where I'm not too focused, and that could be the last workout of the day. For me, it's going to be the bike and run, and that's how I'm gonna get better. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about my bike. Hopefully I'll get my diamond bike soon. Thanks a lot. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.